this time, maintains P4. Campbell moves to P2, demotes Farah at 13.349 for Chris Campbell. All trying to chase down Rankin in that VA29 with a time of 12.945.
Boy, it might be solid. I feel like Tim Hutchins, the media release, has stalled somewhat. Here we go, McHugh. Lockie fires the CNH trucking number 2, deep into turn number 1 and 2. Stephen Loader in the Magnet Towing and Transport number 10 joins him on the speedway. Cars 5 and 6 here in Heat 1. Run the clock, McHugh to the main straightaway. Second quick, 13.156 for McHugh. Waiting for Loader's first time. Third quick, he's been doing a great job in qualifying. The Burnout Master is certainly getting a handle on this. McHugh. Oh boy, close but no cigar. Terry Rankin maintains the top spot. Lockie McHugh, quickest for P2 out of that pair on track. The 13.118, McHugh in P2, and Stephen Loader P3, 13.215.
Driving the all-class bodyworks V39, Thomas Mesrel. T-Mez is out on track. He's also joined Lockie Cortland's out there as well. Let's see what these two can do. Lockie Cortland, the Fire Service Plus. New South Wales number 9 through turn 1 and 2. T-Mez out of turn 4 right now. White flag. It's going to be interesting to see where he comes in. P4 at 13.302 for T-Mez. Lockie, 13.588. P7 right now for Lockie. T-Mez, P4, can he improve? Checkered flag, yes he can. And he rolls up the leaderboard at 13.037 for T-Mez. Same as Lockie Cornt, the New South Wales number 9, 13.138 sees him in P4. T-Mez, the quickest out of that pair. He is close.
10
Yep.
Sorry, mate. 10 cars will take part here in heat race number 1, so 9 and 10 respectively now take it to the speedway. Rankin still number 1, T-Mez 2. There is a 6-car invert. This is what you've got to keep in mind in the heat races for the SRA Open Sprint Car Series tonight, being round number 2 here in Avalon Raceway. So Rankin, if he stays quick time, would invert in heat 1 to start from position number 6. He banks the most points. Tim Farrell, P8, the Queensland 51. Grant Stansfield, nice lap, puts him in an invert position. He would start on the front row if it stays the same. The VA88, 5th quick. No improvement for Farrell, a 13.396, the best of his 2 laps. And Stansfield lays down a belter on the last lap to go quick time. Oh boy, the VA88 goes to number 1 with a 12.916 by 29 one-thousandths of a second. You're kidding me, aren't you? Grant Stansfield to number 1, Terry Rankin P2, Thomas Meserol, McHugh, Cornt, and Stephen Loader. And looks like Johns will get a final flying lap. Chris Johns in the T9, Jake Morrell.
Certainly is the JBR Motorsports Tasmania number 9 is a single file. Qualifying run here, trying to chase down Grant Stansfield at 13.477 for Chris Johns. Currently occupies P10. Trying to get into the top 6 as he exits out of turn 3 and 4. Johns, can he improve this time by? Yes, he does. He's just outside that 6. P7 for Chris Johns.
Put your hands together, Geelong. Grant Stansfield goes quick time, banks the points, will start P6, runs qualifying like a boss on the second last lap. That was incredibly cool. Heat race number 2, same rules apply as that cloud cover is nice, isn't it? Whew. A little bit of a reprieve from the bright sunshine. Welcome to everybody tuned in on pay-per-view. I know a lot from the west are tuned in early. Doesn't anybody work in Western Australia? Jordan Charge, Stephen Spark, couple of Victorians. Sparky's been a long-time campaigner. Good, honest racer. He and his dad go to race each and every weekend and they enjoy it. Good to have him back on track. Jordan Charge, 12.837, solid opening lap. The V60 quick time, 14.2 for Sparky. Jordan Charge maintains the top spot. First lap was the quickest at 12.837. Stephen Spark hoping for improvement. He gets it. Stays P2 with a 13.837. But Jordan Charge at 12.837 opens up proceedings here for Heat 2 qualifying. Ooh, gonna get busy here shortly, Jake Morrell.
Certainly is. The Warrnambool Hydraulics Stead Iced Coffee VA36 of Ashley Cook now out into the speedway. alongside him is the QP Lubes. Jeremy Cups will join us in that 47. He now starts the clock. Cook exit out of turn 4. White flag is upon us. Cook goes to P2 at 13.392. Trying to chase down. Has to get into the 12-second bracket if you want to go top right now. Jeremy to P3. Demotes Spark one spot. Continued for Cook. He goes quicker. 13.260 for Ashley Cook. Jeremy Cups will also see the checkered flag on the exit. Can he improve his time? No, he can't. He still occupies P3. Cook in P2, the quickest out of that pairing, as we welcome, well, some superstars almost onto the track.
Woo. Got a little close over there in turn number 1 and 2. The PB Hot World, number 1 of James McFadden, the reigning Australian Sprint Car Champion, to the Speedway. Joining him, the Lewiston Haulage, number 98 of Luke Storer, was impressive in hot laps just moments ago. Third quick for McFadden. Quick time for Luke Storer. He's done it again, a 12.73 from Portland. Oh my. J-Mac P4, but Luke Storer goes quick time. James McFadden is P4 with a 13.321. Do it, come on, Geelong, bang your hands together, please, for Luke Storer, a 12.732. Michael Miller, he's a genius. They've done it again. They were quick time at Timmis as well, Jake, and he's at the top spot here in qualifying.
Well, Daniel Pesca already has himself a feature win right here at Avalon Raceway from Strathalbyn, South Australia. Driving from the start family, it's the S27 out on circuit, and along with Bobby Daly in the Transall Motors Victoria number 8 new colour scheme this year. As we watch and wait, Pesca, P5 at 13.549. Bobby Daly goes to P3 at 12.999. Triple nines for Bobby Daly. Pesca will want to improve. He can't improve his time. P6 right inside that invert last spot. Can Bobby Daly improve? He does so. His time at 12.871 puts him to P3, and the quickest out of that pair as we try and chase down Luke Storer with a 12.732.
Boy, you feel for Bobby Daly, a tenth of a second better in his quick time. Gee whiz, currently he sits P3 as Storer and Jordan Chance just ahead of him. Ryan Newton to the Speedway, the Queensland 66, the V28 of Andy Hughes joins him. Newton, he's the reigning President's Cup champion from earlier this year, late last season. He's currently P5 at 13.299. Hughes out-qualifies him on his first lap at 13.221. Go you good thing. From Traralgon, Victoria, and Andy Hughes putting it to good use as Newton is 6th quick and Andy Hughes is 4th quick. That bumps James McFadden outside of the 6-car invert. Oh my goodness. Luke Storer was quick time in Group 2 qualifying with a blistering 12.732. Jordan Charge, Bobby Daly 2nd and 3rd. Andy Hughes, Ashley Cook and Ryan Newton 6th. That's your 6-car invert. Outside of the invert starting heads up will be James McFadden from position 7. Daniel Pesca, the S27 from 8. Jake Morrell, I did not think I would be saying those two names outside of the invert. Daniel Pesca, the last two sprint car main events here, one at Easton around out last season, was won by the S27. And to kick things off in the jackpot also, Danny Pesca was in victory lane. J-Mac is 7th. The reigning Australian champion is outside of that invert. My, oh my, give me your thoughts.
The story continues to write itself here tonight, doesn't it? It's not all easy going right now for J-Mac, James McFadden, that Australian number 1. That will be something to watch. It makes heat racing a little bit juicier here tonight. Of course, that was Group 1 qualifying brought to us by APCO. And what other storylines are we going to come? Grant Stansfield, of course, went quickest in Group number 1. He's P1, and Luke Storer in Group number 2. Boy, both of those are early on in their sprint car journey and outdoing some absolute stars that are here tonight at Avalon Raceway.
Yeah, it always throws up some surprises. Hoosier Tyres are giving up $250 cold hard cash for the Quick Time Award overall. So again, Hoosier coming forward. That's each and every round of our Doolan's Heavy Hauling Sprint Car Track Championship, presented by Napa Geelong. You know how good this is to have these guys part of our track championship now. based locally here in Geelong, also Transall Motors and Camden Signage and Building Services. Big thanks to Dave Challenge, the Daily family, and now Napa Geelong for getting on board. I know Warwick Doolan was a little busy to be here this evening, but we do thank Warwick and Lynn and the entire Doolan's heavy haulage outfit for supporting our Sprint Car Track Championship. Jake, as you said, it was important for the top 10 to be recognised. 10th place in the season-long track championship picks up a cool $1,000. That's for 10th after the season long. The winner takes home 10 grand. There's 30,000 in total spread between those top 10 at season end. That's on top of the nightly prize money, all of the little cash incentives and the bonuses that are going the way of the teams. It's certainly a welcome influx of cash coming their way in a sport that's becoming ever so much increasingly more and more expensive. You know what I mean? Jake Morrell, good to have you along for the ride. That is heats 1 and 2 now concluded as far as qualifying goes. Heats 3 and 4 are making their way out onto the circuit. We start the same process, same rules again, approximately 10 cars per group. And we've got our final 20, I believe it was 21, 41. And we're only moments away from pushing off these cars for not only their hot laps, but also qualifying. All coming up in a couple of moments. Look at this hairy hot dog over here. Hello, Sam. Hello, Michael. Hello, Wade. Wait, look at where you pop up. Come on over here. Why are you so shy? Woo, boy. You just outrun some big dogs out there, Luke Storer. Man, this car is good. You and Michael Miller, and I know that the big boss man's probably claiming the crew chief duties on this little hot rod, but you've got it dialed in at the moment, Luke Storer. Why is this car so fast?
Yeah, no, I don't know. It's just a credit to Michael. Puts together a really good piece, and yeah, just get good orders to go out there and do well in qualifying, and it sets your whole night up. So yeah, nice credit to Scott back home for giving us everything we need to go fast, and yeah, like puts together a really good package. And after last weekend, like he was still stoked even though we rode a car off. So yeah, I can't thank him enough. But yeah, he got to claim one quick time last weekend because he was the only one out in the infield. So he was pretty stoked about that.
You just play the straight bat like the professional race car driver that you're employed to be, yada, yada, yada. You're not supposed to be doing this in your rookie sprint car year. Timmer Speedway in the Scorcher, you had some brilliant competitors up there. You went quick time. You've done it again tonight. September, you went up to Darwin for a family holiday, a bit of racing, and you won the Chariots of Thunder overall aggregate ahead of McHugh, and I could go on about the Veals and the... You know what I'm talking about. You're not supposed to be doing this yet.
It's pretty surreal, to be honest. I don't know what to say. Like, I think this is my 15th meeting in the car. So yeah, no, it's pretty special, and you know, always dreamt of being in this position, racing cars, and yeah, just can't thank my dad enough for everything he done when we were younger, and yeah, giving me time off now to go away racing. So yeah, work always comes first, but at the moment it's sort of been on the back burner a little bit with all these Friday night shows. But no, I'm just stoked to be in this position, and I can't thank everyone enough for making it happen.
Portland's home. Warrnambool in the southwest of Victoria is the hotbed of sprint car racing, but Portland, Bill Storer Motors is where you're working. You got an opportunity in Adelaide to run for Scott Perrott and the Perrott family. I know you're talented through junior sedans, wingless sprints, 360 LS sprint cars. Did you ever think the dream would become a reality to run 410 nationally?
No, it was always a dream. Whether we were going to be able to afford it or not was another thing, and yeah, I'm just grateful to be picked up by Scott, and he took a risk, I suppose, and he didn't think it was going to work out this well, I guess, this early on. So I don't think.
Did he tell you that?
Yeah, definitely.
He's fairly honest, this one, Scott Perrott. Good evening to you, mate.
Yeah, no, he's a great bloke. So can't thank him and Vanessa and yeah, the whole Perrott family, all the kids and everyone. So yeah, it's a family operation, and yeah, we don't have a big team or a humongous budget, but yeah, we're still out here and having a crack.
Now, there's a Hoosier voucher. You haven't got it yet. Let's just bring this into play. There's a Hoosier voucher for $250 for quick time. You're quickest so far. You've got half a hand on it. The voucher's on the back. What's you think your chances are at the moment? I feel like the track might slow down a little.
Yeah, I think it's going to slow down a bit, but yeah, still a few good cars in this one, so we'll just have to wait and see.
Yeah, just a few. I like that. Big Storer, driver of the S98. Quick time thus far, Jake Morrell, and he's handling it beautifully.
Yeah, certainly he's doing a wonderful job on and off the track, presents himself very well. He's been in the game a long time, and as he said, just recently stepped up now to ball. Talking about a duck to water and pond and a ditch and everything in between. The NZ1, Max Guilford, 13.114. We talk about sight unseen almost between Max and here at Avalon Raceway making his debut. He's done a wonderful job to pick up a, well, quickest time so far in hot laps. Glenn Sutherland's behind him and Brock Hallett. Some heavy hitters that he's been able to follow and do a wonderful job so far here tonight.
Yeah. He's run a lot in the US, as we said. Have you ever called, you're doing a great job and a lot of new things this year. Have you ever called qualifying, hot laps even?
What was that?
Don't make out like you didn't hear me. Have you ever commentated and called hot laps and qualifying?
Nah, I think I'll stick to the race cars. I don't think I'll be any good at that.
Yeah, but we could swap for a night. Scott and I we're pretty good, right? I mightn't do the same job as you, but this is not your wheelhouse. This public persona, you're very quietly spoken. You're not old, but you are a proud dad as well, and your partner, and you're doing a great job, mate. But this is another level now with the elevation. I know Wade's here with Brand Sprint Car Speed Week. You're contracted along with Big Bro. This is a whole nother level that you're stepping into now.
Yeah, it is. It's pretty surreal, and yeah, just I don't know, try and always stay humble, I guess, and know where I came from and where I am. So yeah, at the same token, you don't want to take it for granted, I guess. So yeah, no, and I just got to give a big shout out to my partner Amy at home. She does everything and makes. I probably wouldn't have the drive if it wasn't for her, to be honest. So yeah, and she reminds me of it pretty often. So
you get a bit emotional too, man. I know it means a lot to you, and it's not easy to stand here and you can just see over the shoulder there, and it's an uncomfortable thing to be in, right?
Yeah, no, it's not a normal feeling, I guess, or not one that I'm used to. But no, I'm slowly getting better at it, and yeah, I'm just like I said, grateful to be here.
Have you surprised yourself with your results, how quickly you've adapted and how fast you are, brutally fast?
Yeah, definitely, yeah. Like one lap speed's a different thing, but to race and get laps in the feature, I guess, is another thing. So racing around cars compared to doing one lap qualifying is different.
Hot lapping again here at Avalon Raceway. Jake Morrell, second group.
Certainly is some heavy hitters in this group, none other than the SWI Racing V35 of the real deal, Jamie Veal. And joined by the NT25 of Will Carroll, Randy Morgan, the Queensland 54, Rusty Ponting in the Victoria number 52, Brett Melbourne in the 68, and Grant Anderson taking this one in the ears. And clocks over a lap of 12.591 for Jamie Veal. Randy Morgan a 13.074, and Will Carroll a 13.096, the quickest in this hot lap session number 5. Qualifying still to come for this group, and if you've just joined us with Claverview or right here at the venue, we have just completed Flight 1 essentially of our qualifying. This is Flight 2, still plenty of action to come and still plenty of time to make your way down.
Oh yeah. Who's Your Tyre Australia giving up $250 for quick time. Luke Storer was the quickest car in groups 1 and 2.
And just quickly, Gav, Jamie Veal's time, 12.591, would be the quickest so far in qualifying. That's just hot laps.
Yeah, and we just looked at that. Luke, you had a cheeky peek, as I did too. Jamie Veal has just blown everybody out of the water with a 12.5. It doesn't count right there, but he's a master around here.
Yeah, he is. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he won the track championship last year. So, now 12.5 is pretty good on that sort of track. So, yeah, we'll see if he can go do it again in qualifying.
Hey, look at you go now, rolling out the stats. He is the reigning track champion here as well. Pays $10,000. What do you watch? Do you watch his car, or are you just concerned about the times or where he's putting the car on the track? What can you learn watching from here?
Yeah, just where he puts the car on the track, where he turns in, where he positions the right rear to get the grip, I guess. So, yeah, and the time, obviously, as well.
I've watched him for 30 years and I still can't do it. Stick with us. We'll watch this next group of cars roll out onto the speedway. Luke Storer joining us infield. He's in the running for that $250 quick time award. We still need to run the clock for groups 3 and 4. Chris Solomon rolls out that familiar number 83, Jock Goodyear, as we've repeatedly said tonight, from Launceston, Tasmania, driving the Jack Lee Racing, the JLR number 25. For Lily's Lane Quarries and Lee Contracting, and a huge announcement that the youngest ever Knoxville Nationals champion Ryan Timms, the Oklahoman, will slot into the number 25 for the upcoming President's Cup, King's Challenge and Classic Tilt in 2026. The General drew a blank with Sheldon Hordenshield, who they finished a close runner-up, that famous victory by B-Rock in the 50th. And when that drew a blank, he goes, I'll just ring the Nationals champ. We'll bring out Ryan Timms, and the General's got one of the hottest prospects coming out in January as Dane Court. Tate Frost in the 62 is on the speedway. Jock Goodyear. Jai Corbett is speed through the Corbett's group, number 10 out of Gympie in Queensland. Chad Gardner, another lively prospect, runs for the Luttrell family. The GLB Constructions, number 45, and all the 10 car of Jai Corbett is off the pace. He's coasting. Brings the yellows on, only half a lap into that first session.
Dane Court as well in the Tri-Trek 96 also pulled up pretty quickly on the exit out of turn 2. So very interesting stuff here in this hot lap session.
Ooh, both side by side too. Not too sure what's up there. Corbett in the NQ10. Dane Court in the 96. So both drivers involved in this first session. Now it was a brief session to say the least. Now, Jock Goodyear on his one and only lap was a 12.955. Doesn't take him long to slot in. He's back in the familiar T22 tomorrow night. Car expertly tuned tonight by Michael Whitehead, commonly known as Chook. He's got his father-in-law now, Johnny Butler, helping as well. Not Chook's father-in-law, Jock's father-in-law. Chad Gardner is on the speedway, so too is Chris Solomon. Jake Smith in the Mapunga Grains. Goodyear Autocare Warrnambool, number 72. Tate Frost as well. Boy, he's rapid around here. Such a popular figure from Westbury in Tasmania in the Doolan's heavy haulage. PTS have weighed in heavily this year. Progress Transport Services, number 62. So the 10 car coming infield. Nice suit too, Luke. Did you start the season with your name on your race suit, or is this something that's been an add-on as the season's worn on?
No. Got it at the start of the season and hit up Safety Mike, and yeah, he got me sorted. So, no, I think, yeah, once you get a P1, you probably don't go back.
I just wonder how the communication goes. You bring your own helmet race suit, and then when you go okay, we'll put your name on one of them.
Yeah, pretty much.
Love your work. Hot laps back underway, Jake Morrell.
Yes, so he is. Hot lap session number 6 is resuming after a brief stop there. The quickest Nate Frost. Everybody now is trying to put down the time. Will be short and sharp. Same rules will apply. They'll have 2 laps in qualifying to come. Jock Goodyear at 12.955. Tate Frost at 13.011 on an interrupted hot lap session. So the next time we'll see those guys out will be in qualifying. 2 laps to lay down the law very shortly as the tent starts to build up, and I'm not too sure if you've got any further information on that NQ10.
MSD box being changed. I'd love to have the camera here. It's got a little hectic on the infield. Tyler, if you can just guide the infield camera over to Jai. We're just changing an MSD box. Effectively the Spark. Jai Court taking the helmet off. So he misses this hot lap session, but he'll certainly be back out for his qualifying allocated time. It's simply a plug-and-play situation, a couple of Zeusies just to attach it. So as soon as it lost power, the team goes straight to the MSD box, which creates... And from there, they'll problem solve. So Jai Corbett, boy, he'll be going out for his 2 qualifying laps. Very green indeed. So a little more than a quarter of a lap was all that he turned. You can see just mounted to the front of the dash, the MSD box. Just a couple of Zeusies. A little plug and play action, and that will bring that mighty KRE back to life for Jai Corbett during his 2 qualifying laps. So nearing the end of our hot laps coming up, Jake Morrell. Nice to see Todd Moore back out. I understand he's still listed as D26, but he's now registered V26. We'll confirm that as we get underway. Qualifying here for group number 3, Glenn Sutherland. We might talk a lot about him this evening as well as a welcome return to competition off the back of an injury at Darwin. Glenn's first lap. He sets the time that we're chasing at 12.85. Todd Moore, second quick, a 13.113. Sutherland, good straight lap, quicker again at 12.797. And Todd Moole, he goes quick time. His first lap was a toss away, as it turns out, a 12.718. And the V26 of Todd Moole goes straight to the top. Glenn Sutherland in the S20. Welcome return to P2. Group 3 qualifying is in full swing, Jake.
Next pair out is the DJECC Machinery Victoria number 17 from Morwell, Victoria. It's Dennis Jones. Joining him on the track as well from Bacchus Marsh, Victoria. It's the V91 of James Oliver. The next pair and the second pair. This is the second group here at Avalon Raceway for my World Derby. As the times come in, Jones at 13.176 sees him at P3. Oliver in P4 at 13.743, a little bit high on the exit out of turn 2. Jones now, final lap, final chance, 12.983. He's got himself in the 12-second bracket. James Oliver in a 13.79 sees him P4. Jones the quickest out of that pair. So trying to chase down Todd at 12.718 in that D26 as we welcome out the next pair. Out on track, Gav.
Oh, yeah. Buzzard, as he's affectionately known in the FTW group number 64, David Aldersley. Fires the first shot. Randy Morgan, the Morgan Metal Corp, number 54. Geez, Dad Richard was a handy racer back in the day. But Randy, very level head on his shoulders. Good young racer. Aldersley, fourth quick. 13.322. Morgan goes P4. That bumps Oliver back to that very important 6th position with that 6 car. The 12. That's the time that we're chasing. Boy, good lap as Morgan goes to P4 of 13.033, 13.322 for David Aldersley. They're 4 and 5 respectively, as now that invert will come into effect. You need to be in the top 6. Quick time will start from P6 here in heat race number 3. Still some superstars to come in this little stanza for Group 3, Jake Morrell.
Yeah, there certainly is. Driving the GW Racing Queensland number 1. That's Brock Howlett. Joining him out on the track from Auckland, New Zealand. Driving the Tony Elliott Foundation NZ1, it's Max Guilford. And these are some heavy hitters in this qualifying session. Brock Howlett goes quick time at 12.631, right to the top. What's Max got for us? Max goes at 13.372. He'll want to improve as Howlett top of the tree right now. Can he put some mustard on that one? No, he can't. At 12.631 is where we sit right now. Max moves up one spot at 13.278 for Max Guilford in that NZ1. But please, ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for the Q5er. Brock Howlett goes quick time.
Oh, and that unthrones, dethrones, is that the right terminology? Luke Storer. Luke was at 12.732, so Brock Howlett in the box seat. Wow, that escalated quickly. So here we go, Dave Dennison, the Riviera Concrete, number 15. And Grant Anderson, final pair, Jake. Oh, and you wouldn't believe it, my signal has just gone. Help a brother, mate.
Dennison at 13.610, currently P10 at the moment. Grant Anderson, P5, and that V37 at 13.022 for Grant Anderson. It's right inside that invert spot. David Dennison at 13.610 sees him in P10. And, well, Gav, that leaves a lone driver here to complete time trial session number 3. And
pretty good one.
yeah, all eyes will be on this one. Let's listen in with Gav.
Here we go. The reigning Doolan's heavy haulage sprint car track champion won 4 of the 7 rounds here at Avalon Raceway last season, the SWI. PWR number 35 of Jamie Veal. He was quick in earlier hot laps. Track specialist rips back to the main straightaway. Quick time at 12.494. How does he do it? Exactly, Luke Storer. Expert commentary from Luke. Just shrugs his shoulders. Does not need his second lap. Come on, Geelong, make some noise for quick time. Jamie Veal. 11th car out. Track's wearing out. And a 12.494. 1.5 tenths ahead of Brock Howlett. Todd Moole in 3. Glenn Sutherland in 4. And I said to Luke Storer, how does he do it? He's Jamie Veal. Oh boy, heat race number 4 qualifying. Fires off, Jake Morrell.
This is the final qualifying group right now. Green flag is aloft. Brett the Jet Milburn, the V68 iTicket machine out on track. Joining him is the Team TT Wholesale NT25. Also the first pair out in time trial session number 4. Milburn and Carroll. Milburn first to put a time at 13.166. Carroll behind him, well, he's in front of him now, a 13.053 for Will Carroll in the NT25. Milburn, can he bite back? Milburn, no he can't, settles for P2. Carroll, NT25, maintains P1, 13.053. It's early on, but he's quick time at the moment, Will Carroll.
Boy, good lap, wasn't it? 13.053. Milburn, a 13.116. Tate Frost, the Doolans Heavy Haulage, PTS number 62. Fires down the main straightaway here at Avalon Raceway. Joining him from Cobden, Victoria, runs the LS, a lot underpowered, little overweight as well. The Warrnambool Crane Hire, T&D Wholesale number 52 of Rusty Ponting. This 16-year-old's been so good to start this season. Tate third quick. 13.392 for Frost in the T62. Rusty at 13.744. He's fourth quick. Tate hoping for improvement. Doesn't find it. Still third quick. Best lap was his second, in fact, at 13.219. Also improvement on his second lap for Rusty Ponting at 13.616. Third and fourth respectively for Frost and Ponting. As boy, it's still got a bunch to come, Jake Morrell.
Yeah, it certainly does. You'll be mistaken to thinking this is the general. It's not. It's the former national champion in the V25. It's Jock Goodger. Right out on track, joining him in the Vertex Industries V83. It's Chris Solomon in the family-owned car. That's the next pair out on track. They're trying to chase down Will Carroll in a 13.053. Goodger out of turn 4. White flag is on. Jock Goodger. Jock, how good is Jock? 12.941. Chris Solomon at 13.135 right now. That V25 can do no wrong as the checkered flag comes out at 12.941 will be the time that we will chase down right now. Can Solomon improve? Yes, to P3. Put your hands together, ladies and gentlemen. It's a different car, but it's the same. Jock Goodger, quick time at the moment.
Boy, he was quick, wasn't he? Dane Court starting to specialise in this time trial session as well. It's only 2 laps, the quickest of which counts. Tritech Lubricants, GNC Forestry 96 of Dane Court. Jai Corbett, you can see that MSD box brings some fire to the Corbett's group number 10. Court, quick time at 12.909. He's done it again. Corbett's 13.6 puts him 8th. Outside of the inverters, Court holds sway, 12.909. He's got Jock. Corbett jumps up 1 spot with a 13.592, but he's still outside of the 6-car invert. Tate Frost is on the bubble. As Dane Court goes quick time with a 12.909 in the V96. He's done it again. Masterful, Jake. Last pair.
Here we go, last pair of the night. Jake Smith and the Papunga Grains V72. The first of these two to rock it off. Then we welcome out the T45 and the Challenge Motor Services. Chad Gardner. Oh, got a little bit of a oopsie out of turn 2. Final pair trying to chase down Dane Court right now. Jake Smith, P7 13.357. Gardner 13.390 P7. He demotes Jake Smith 1 spot. 7 and 8 right now is his pairing. Can they improve their time? Smith, no. Gardner, no. So Chad Gardner T45 P7, Jake Smith P8, but all eyes now on the V96 at Dane Court, Gavin White, with a 12.909, goes quickest in that group.
Yeah, very impressive, isn't he? He's done this before, no doubt about that. We know the car speed from Jamie and also the car speed from Dane Court. Corey McCullough has got that thing on a rail in that 2-lap stanza, and Dane, by his own admission, knows that he needs to race this car with potential. Good just there. So coming up in a couple of moments, our quick time presentation Uzier, $250 going the way for James. That's for overall quick time. I know effectively we've got 4 fast qualifiers. And the quickest of those 4 picks up that $250 voucher. Courtesy of being quick time. I want everybody to be generous with your applause. We're excited to have him here, reigning Doolan's heavy haulage sprint car track champion. Looks fast too as he comes into frame. The man's here. That is your voucher. Hey Geelong, can I have some noise for quick time Jamie Veal? Where did you pull that lap from? Because it was blisteringly fast when I felt like it was slowing down.
You know, actually, I think the track's coming in a little bit. It just moved up just a little bit there, and as I said, there's a little bit in it. So, I said, I've done a few laps around here. I should be starting to get okay. So, I felt comfortable, and I said, just chipping away, making a few fine adjustments, making it a lot easier.
Yeah, unbelievably busy period coming up, 6 weeks. You've been busy already, more than I've probably seen you to start a season.
Yeah, we're already up to it. I think it's our 13th night, so it's yeah, it gets barely taxing pretty quick. So a couple this weekend, then straight into speed week. So yeah, back here boxing night and into it.
What are you laser focused on? If you're looking forward over the next 6 weeks, what are you laser focused on building towards?
Just the next heat race at the moment.
So it's not Speed Week, it's not Classic, it's not Australian Title at Borderline Speedway. There's not one event that you're building toward.
No, just got to get just more laps and get comfortable. So we're pretty lucky to be based in Warrnambool and race Avalon, Warrnambool, Mount Gambier, Simpson all the time. So I said I just got to fine tune my stuff just a little bit. We're getting a little bit better. So we've found a few things over the last month. And once I get a little bit better, all those races will take care of themselves.
Yeah, you look dangerous off the back of Adelaide as well on a pop-up speedway, and you did a very good job over there. Thank everybody that helps you down the road tonight and across the season.
We're stuck with the racing team. Pedo Performance Radiators, FSR Equipment, Flying Horse, whole SWI family, then Gleno, Sam, Jody, everyone that's helped us get down the road.
Love your work. Well done. Come on, folks, put your hands together for quick time. Picks up $250 courtesy of Who's Your Tyre Australia. It's Jamie Veal.